Thank you for choosing a wheelchair accessible vehicle from GM Coachwork. I am now going to show you the operating instructions to ensure your wheelchair passenger is kept safe, secure and comfortable in transit. To operate the ramp, push the lever to one side. Place one hand on the handle on the side of the ramp and lower it to the floor. Please be aware of the maximum weight capacity of the ramp. Position the wheelchair at the foot of the ramp and apply the brakes. Switch on the electric reels by pressing the rocker switch by the rear tailgate. Extend the front restraints and connect to the wheelchair, taking care to avoid contact with the wheelchair user's feet. Now switch off the reels by pressing the rocker switch again. This prevents the wheelchair rolling backwards. Release the brakes on the wheelchair and push or drive it up the ramp into the desired position. Then move the wheelchair forwards and backwards slightly to ensure the electric reels are tight. Connect and adjust the rear wheelchair restraints. Slide and click the restraint over the floor-mounted securing point. Turn it 45 degrees and press the red lever to extend the strap. Locate the hook around a vertical upright on the wheelchair. Turn the cog to increase the tension. If you need the strap to be longer, press down on the red lever and then use the cog to take up any slack. Once the wheelchair passenger is secured with the front and rear restraints, the lap and diagonal safety belt can be put on. Pull the belt over the left shoulder and insert the clasp into the floor-mounted socket. The belt should ideally sit under the armrest of the wheelchair. To alight a passenger from the vehicle, follow these steps. Fold the ramp out and lower it to the ground. Release the lap and diagonal seat belt. Release the rear mounted restraints and remove them from the fittings so they don't impede the wheelchair. Press the electric reel button on. Release the wheelchair's parking brakes. Guide the wheelchair down the ramp. When the wheelchair is safely on the ground at the foot of the ramp, detach the electrically operated belts from the front of the wheelchair. Don't let the reel retract the belt by itself. Keep hold of the reel in your hand and secure it into the ring. Fold the ramp up until it audibly engages. The winch is not to be used as a method of restraining a wheelchair when the car is in motion. Position the wheelchair at the foot of the ramp and apply the brakes. Turn the winch on, press the out button, pulling the webbing or rope until you have reached the front of the wheelchair. Connect the straps to the securing points of the wheelchair, then attach the front restraints. Ensure occupants' feet or legs do not come into contact with any part of the winch mechanism or straps. Release wheelchair brakes and guide wheelchair into the car whilst operating the remote fob. Always take care to avoid contact with the winch and the occupant's feet. When the wheelchair is in the correct position, release the winch tension or ideally release the winch. Tighten the restraints in the normal way. It is the job of the front restraints to keep the wheelchair secure, not the job of the winch. Reverse this process to unload the wheelchair user from the vehicle. To release webbing which has become jammed in the reels, take a butter or kitchen knife and gently push it into the reel with the knife positioned on top of the webbing. This will trigger the spool to reel the webbing back in. Should you have any problems with your vehicle, simply call our service team on the number below.